Ready when you are. Ready when you are. I'm good. It is a beautiful Monday afternoon. It's a great night for some baseball. Monty Tenney rocking with you tonight as the Springfield Drifters look to take on the DubSea Fish Sticks of the Pacific International League in this non-conference matchup between the two teams. The only game of the two they are going to play tonight. Fish Sticks come into this one 18-7 in the PIL, and the Drifters 16-20 in the West Coast League. Springfield coming off of a winning series, won against the Marion Berries 2-1 with an 8-4 victory last night. Springfield looking to have a better second half as the start of the season. So far, of the last 10 games, they are 5-5 after they also lost the series to Yakima. They won the series in Yakima Valley as they came to play here. Fish Sticks Drifters Bats has been having a pretty good season. It's been the pitching that hasn't been quite up to par this season, as the team leaders for the Drifters so far this season in batting average so far, we're seeing Cesar Chavez. He started the season, had a little bit of an injury, came back and has been hitting pretty well. Cooper Mullins, an all-star, hitting .336. Mullins and Isaiah Ibarra will be making the trip up to Bellingham, Washington for the West Coast League All-Star game on Wednesday, for the Wednesday. As the Drifters will be taking on the CCL Showcase team for a 2-game non-league series, followed by 2 games in Corvallis, and then a away series against the league-leading Portland Pickles, who already have a playoff spot secured.
Apologies for that. Monty just not a little bit ready for this one between the DubSea Fish Sticks and the Springfield Drifters here at Hamlin Sports Complex. Looking forward to this non-league matchup between the Drifters and the Fish Sticks. Coming up, we'll get you the starting lineups in just a few minutes right here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Of Puget Sound, number 66, Matt Churchill. Batting fifth, the first baseman from Tacoma Community College, number 33, Emmett Wakeroad. Batting sixth, the third baseman from Central Arizona, number 8, Isaiah Nolan. Batting 7th, the right fielder from Linfield College, number 16, Ryan Gullard. Batting 8th, the shortstop from Lewis and Clark, number 4, Brandon Gonzaga. Batting 9th, the left fielder from Pomona Pitzer College, number 10, Kai Gonzaga. Starting on the mound from the Fish Sticks tonight from the University of Washington, number 21, Will Woodard. Our umpires for today's game, Trey Cornish, Skylar Sadowski, and Trey Cornish's favorite umpire, Kevin Rice. Let's meet our first pitch for today's game. Please welcome the Springfield Drifters General Manager, Barry Bookin. All right, Barry, let's see a strike. Nice job. And now, please welcome the starting lineup for your 2025 Springfield Drifters. Leading off for the Drifters, the shortstop from Bushnell University, number 5, Nigel Fallen. Batting second, the left fielder from Lewis Clark State College, number 15, Sam Weber. Batting third, the second baseman from the University of Michigan, number 4, Cooper Mullins. Batting fourth, the catcher from the University of Southern California, number 19, Isaiah Ibata. Batting fifth, the center fielder from Cal State Los Angeles, number 27, Cesar Chavez. Batting sixth, the first baseman from Seattle University, number 34, Jackson Wentz. Batting Batting seventh, the designated hitter from Lynn Bend Community College, number 2, Brian Starr. Batting eighth, the right fielder from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, number 28, DJ Lewis. Batting ninth, the third baseman from Oregon Tech, number 13, Nick Camino. And starting on the mound of the Drifters from the University of Oregon, number 6, Diego Uribe. Managing today's game, Drifters skipper Jeff Lyles, assisted by pitching coach Dean Stiles, and assistant coaches Matt Hubbs, Liam Kerr, Kenya Middleton, and athletic trainer Dr. Randy Bruner. Fans, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
For the first time ever, the DubSea Fish Sticks are here at Hamlin Sports Complex for a non-league matchup against the Springfield Drifters. Hello and welcome to the ballpark. Nate Jarecki with you this afternoon as the Springfield Drifters are back in non-league play facing off against the DubSea Fish Sticks. The Fish Sticks out of the Pacific International League. They are 18-7 on the season. The Drifters 16-20 in the West Coast League. A little bit of a break for the Drifters. Non-league game today, non-league game tomorrow against the Cascade Collegiate League Showcase team. Off day on Wednesday for some of the players. Not Isaiah Ibarra, not Cooper Mullins. They'll be playing in the WCL All-Star game up in Bellingham. And then another non-league game coming up on Thursday. And then that'll be followed by a weekend trip to Corvallis Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, facing off against the Corvallis Knights. Let's jump right in to the starting lineup for the DubSea Fish Sticks. Leading things off, it's the catcher, Nate Woodside. Michael Aikawa is the second baseman, batting second. Jace Rainey is the center fielder, batting third. Matt Churchill, the DH, batting fourth. Emmett Weishbont, he is the third baseman today, batting fifth. Rather, first baseman today, batting fifth. Isaiah Nolan is the third baseman, batting sixth. Rylan Goulart is the right fielder, batting seventh. Brandon Gonzaga, the shortstop in the eighth spot. And Kai Gonzaga is the left fielder, batting ninth. That is the starting lineup for the DubSea Fish Stick. Defensively for the Springfield Drifters today, they're going to have Sam Weber out in left field, Cesar Chavez in center field, DJ Lewis out in right, Nick Camino is the third baseman, Nigel Folland is at shortstop, Cooper Mullins at second base, Jackson Went is at first base with Isaiah Ibarra as the catcher behind the plate. Again, the start today for the Springfield Drifters. It is the right-hander Diego Uribe. Uribe is an intern with the Springfield Drifters, member of the analytics team with the Drifters. And he gets the start in this non-league matchup against the DubSea Fish Stick. Non-league play here at Hamlin Sports Complex as Uribe's first pitch is in for strike one to Nate Woodside. 0-1, a big round of applause from the dugout of the Drifters, with Uribe kind of a team favorite, fan favorite, staff favorite, all of the above. The 0-1 pitch, Swing and a miss by Woodside. 0-2. Woodside, the catcher from Point Loma Nazareth University, originally from Woodinville, Washington. No balls and 2 strikes from Uribe. He was literally logging pitches, doing TrackMan yesterday, and now he's on the mound. The 0-2 pitch. It's laced out towards left field, and it slices foul out of play. Uribe, he's been looking forward to this matchup for quite some time. He threw in one non-league game against the Northwest Stars, through 2 innings, only allowed 1 hit. Faced off against 7 batters. He got 6 outs across 2 innings. A couple of scoreless frames. No balls and 2 strikes. Uribe waiting. The 0-2 delivery. It's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Uribe, he actually does play some baseball. He doesn't play college baseball at the Division I level. He does go to a Division I school in the University of Oregon. He is just a member of the club baseball team there. Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Uribe as he sits down Nate Woodside for the opening out here in inning number 1. And guess what? Nate Woodside is the beer batter today. Beer, beer, beer. A strikeout for Uribe, and the fans get half off Coors Light. Brings up Michael Akawa, the second baseman. 1 out, nobody on for Akawa. The Fish Sticks today, they're wearing the blue jerseys. Swing and a pop-up out towards shallow center field. Out is the shortstop. Making the catch is Nigel Fallon for the second out. 2 up, 2 down for Uribe. Again, a club baseball player at the University of Oregon. Just an intern with the Drifters, and during non-league play, the pitching certainly has been spent in the past week or so for the Drifters, and with the non-league play, you can get guys like Uribe some reps, and that's exactly what Coach Lyle said he was going to do. He remembers playing some games in the WCL during non-league play as a coach. Pitch is down low. 1 ball and no strikes to Jace Rainey. He was talking about his days out in Klamath Falls and Medford, where some assistant coaches got in the game and got some reps. That's certainly what we're seeing here from Uribe. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Good movement. 8 inches of vertical break, 3 inches of horizontal break on the 73-mile-per-hour curveball from Uribe. And he got a chase from Rainey. 1 ball and 1 strike. Uribe's 1-1 pitch. Lined out towards short, Fallon tried to snag it on 1 hop. He collects, throws the first. The throw is high. Went is on the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Diego Uribe as the Fish Sticks go down in order. We're now headed to the bottom of the first inning. The score is 0-0 here on the Drifters streaming network.
Looking for dinner, a snack, or something sweet? This is our concession located inside our ballpark down the first and third base line. Stay up to date with the Springfield Drifters all season long by following your team on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter @Drifters Baseball. Can't make out the park but don't want to miss the Drifters in action? You can also follow us on YouTube @Drifters Baseball to live stream all Drifters home games. Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Drifters, the shortstop, number 5, Nigel Fallen.
Will Woodward is getting the start for the DubSea Fish Sticks, a two-time WCL member. The left-hander will wind and fire. First pitch to Nigel Fallen is fouled away, 0-1. Starting line for the Springfield Drifters, Nigel Fallen, Sam Weber, Cooper Mullins, batters 1, 2, and 3, Isaiah Ibarra, Cesar Chavez, Jackson Went, batters 4, 5, and 6, Bryant Starr, DJ Lewis, and Nick Gamino, batters 7, 8, and 9. No balls and 1 strike. Woodward's pitch. It's fouled away, 0-2. So Fallen, the shortstop at the plate, originally from Bushnell University, a recent addition to the Springfield Drifters, gets the start in the leadoff spot in this non-league game against the DubSea Fish Sticks. No balls and 2 strikes from Will Woodward. Here's the pitch. It's down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Fallen in the box. This is his first non-league game of the season. Was originally with the Walla Walla Sweets, ended up coming with the Springfield Drifters about a week and a half ago, right ahead of the series against Marion. 1-2, it's fouled away. Drifters took 2 of 3 against the Berries, winning 8-4 in game number 1, 4-15 in game number 2, and 13-12 in game number 1, 8-4, the victory in game number 3, and then 4-15, a loss in game number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Woodward. It's roped out towards right field. It's down the right field line, and it's fair. Fallen is digging for second. In right field collecting it is Ryan Gullert. As he throws it in, it's a leadoff double for Nigel Fallen, and the Drifters are in business here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting, left fielder, number 15.
Brings up Sam Weber. Weber in the 2 spot today, out in left field. Defensively for the DubSea Fish Stick, Kai Gonzaga out in left. Jace Rainey in center field. Rylan Gullard in right field. Isaiah Nolan at third base. Brandon Gonzaga at shortstop. Michael Akawa is at second base. Emmett Weisbrook is at first base with Nate Woodside catching behind the plate. Pitch comes in for a strike. 0-1 to Sam Weber. Weber from LC State, second-year Springfield Drifter. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Weber whiffs at it. No balls and 2 strikes from Will Woodward, who previously pitched with the Cowlitz Black Bears in 2023 and with the Ridgefield Raptors in 2024. Now pitching with the DubSea Fish Sticks. Fortunately, do not have the full stats for the Fish Sticks as the 0-2 is popped in the air out towards left field. Coming in is the shortstop, Brandon Gonzaga, who makes the catch for out number 1. So a P6 to the shortstop with Kai Gonzaga, Brandon's brother, charging in from left field. So Cooper Mullins will stand in with the runner at second in Nigel Fallen. Mullins, his last game here before leaving tomorrow, heading up to Bellingham, Washington. Going to be playing in the WCL All-Star Game. Swing and a miss by Mullins. No balls and 1 strike. Mullins, his 3rd season with the Springfield Drifters in non-league play, played in 1 game. He went 1 for 4 with the double and 2 runs scored. That was against the Northwest Stars back on June 6th. Woodward's 0-1 pitch is fouled away by Mullins, 0-2. Overall in the season, though, a .336 hitter with 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run, 22 RBIs. Wind whipping out towards left field. Got Rapid in attendance today. One of the few bodies in the bleachers. And Woodward will look back towards second, steps off the mound. So no balls and 2 strikes to Mullins. An impressive season with Springfield. no doubt has just continued to develop throughout his career as a Springfield Drifter. 0-2 pitch. Mullins pops it up out towards the left side. It's heading out towards the bleachers. Rapids ducking for cover, and he's okay. We like talking about Rapid. He's just dancing in front of the press box right now. It was his birthday the other day. Got to celebrate him. I believe it was last Wednesday. Turning the big 4. In dog years, that's 28. Look back towards second by Woodward. No throw, though. Folland is back there safely. I hope Rapid got some treats on his birthday. Good old rawhide or something. He's dying to try a fish stick today, though. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch up coming to Cooper Mullins, the man from Michigan, heading into his 3rd season at the U of M. 1-2 pitch. Mullins lines it out towards second base. Snagging the liner is the second baseman, Akawa, for out number 2. So the L4 puts in out on the board. 2 outs, a runner at second for Isaiah Ibarra. Ibarra also playing his last game with the Drifters before heading off to the WCL All-Star Game. Huge congratulations to Ibarra and Cooper Mullins. Ibarra, one of the top, if not the top catcher in the WCL this season. Incredible hitter from West Covina, California. 280 the average this season. Total of 26 hits, 5 doubles, a triple, and 15 RBIs. First pitch. Ibarra takes it down low. 1 ball and no strikes. So Ibarra looking for an RBI here. Just like Folland, this is his first non-league game of the season. 1-0 pitch. Ibarra takes it for a strike. 1-1. Ibarra joined the team ahead of their trip to Corvallis, played in the games June 11th, 12th, and 13th. Swing and a miss at the 1-1 pitch, 1-2. Stuck around with the team, and he's been a consistent starter ever since. He's played in 29 games. This is 30th of the season, if you factor in the non-league play with this one. 1-2 pitch from Woodward. It's just fouled away by Ibarra. We'll do the 1-2 again. Woodward, he's from the University of Washington. Again, he pitched in the WCL 2 years ago with the Cowlitz Black Bears, and then pitched last year with the Ridgefield Raptors. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a strikeout for Woodward. And that'll do it for the Drifters in the bottom of the first. 0-0 the score as one's left stranded after 1 hit. No runs and no errors. Going to the second here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Fans, did you know that the Drifters are having 3 fireworks night this year? In case you missed our sold-out 3rd of July fireworks night presented by Les Schwab Tires, you still have one more chance to catch the best fireworks show in town. The Drifters are hosting one last fireworks night for the 2025 season on Saturday, July 26th. Get your tickets today at driftersbaseball.com before they sell out. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. with fireworks to follow shortly after the game. Please note the kids ages 12 and under do not receive free admission to this event. Leading off the top of the second inning for the Fish Sticks. Designated hitter, number 66, Matt Kershaw.
Diego Uribe is back on the bump. The first pitch hits the back of the helmet of the batter. He appears to be okay. So a little bit of a scary start here in inning number 2 for Uribe on the mound. Again, the data analytics intern for the Springfield Drifters as he drills Matt Churchill, the DH, and puts his first runner on base here in the top of the second inning. So a hit by a pitch puts a runner at first base. It brings up Emmett Weishboat, the first baseman for the DubSea Fish Sticks. Uribe's first pitch, it is looked at, down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Weishboat, he's from Auburn, Washington, playing at Tacoma. At Tacoma, 46 games started this past season. 1-0 pitch up and inside, throw out towards first base, and back there safely is Churchill. Weishboat, he's from Tacoma Community College. Past season in 2025, a .289 hitter in 42 starts. Total of 4 home runs and 6 doubles. Pitches inside, 3 balls and no strikes. I gotta say, it's a little bit odd seeing a team wearing the blue jerseys and it not be the Springfield Drifters. It's a little odd as well because they're wearing the blue jerseys with the blue caps and white pants and the blue socks. It looks like a Drifters home team, and the Drifters, the home team, actually wearing the gray pants. 3-0 pitch is in for a strike, 3-1. I think the theory behind wearing the camo uniforms today for the Drifters is just because they saw the Fish Sticks and the uniforms they pulled up to the ballpark in, which, by the way, first time I had seen a team in full uniform taking batting practice, like warming up in their full uniform. Typically, you see players wear gym shorts or maybe a dry fit shirt, something light before they get into the full jersey and everything. Now, with the Fish Sticks, they're actually wearing the full uniform before the game. They treat their preparation super serious. 3-1 pitch. It's fouled away out towards left field side. Out of play by Weishboat. So a full count upcoming. Full count pitch upcoming to Weishboat with Churchill over at first base. Diego Uribe comes set at the waist. And now will throw back towards first base. Really amazing opportunity for Uribe. Again, in the non-league play, he pitched in 1 game. Did a pretty good job against the Northwest Stars. And now is back on the bump. Payoff pitch, runner on the move, pitches up and inside, and it's a walk. So hit by pitch and a walk. Put 2 on for the Fish Sticks in this 0-0 ball game in the top of the second inning. We got Ethan Klein running graphics with us this afternoon. He's wearing the Pescadores jersey. I prefer that one to these camo ones. I will continue to say that. Isaiah Nolan at the plate. He shows bunt and bunts it foul behind the plate. 0-1. Uribe threw in the 10-3 victory against the Northwest Stars. A hit allowed in 2 innings. No balls and 1 strike to Nolan, the third baseman, and Uribe steps off the mound and does not offer a throw back towards first. Going to try to pull up, look and see if I can find any stats for Diego, at least in college club baseball. 1-1 pitch. Bunt shown, it's pulled back, 2-1. I know that there was a former intern with the Springfield Drifters, Daniel, blinking on his last name at this moment. He was our PA announcer 2 years ago. Daniel Freese, that was his name. He was also a club baseball player at the University of Oregon, and he had his stats as well available. That was pretty fun. He was pulling it up, and he was like, look at the numbers I hit. He was like, I hit 303 this past season. I was like, could you play in the WCL? And he was like, no, I could not. But Uribe, they can certainly utilize him here in the non-league play. 1-1 pitch. It is looked at. Down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike to Isaiah Nolan. Kevin Rice is the home plate umpire. Trey Cornish, the third base umpire, with Sean Sadowski at first. Down and inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. If you ask Trey Cornish who his favorite umpire it is, it's Kevin Rice behind the plate. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Uribe has worked it full. Uribe comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. Lined out towards right center field. A long run for DJ Lewis. He makes the catch in the alleyway. He'll throw it into the cutoff man and Fallen. Sliding into third base is Matt Churchill. So it's a fly out towards right field. Puts runners on the corners with 1 out for the Fish Sticks in the top of the second inning. So Uribe on the mound, originally from San Diego, California. Eastlake High School is his high school. He pitched in 3 games this past season at the University of Oregon, again on their club team. Ryan Gullard at the plate. First pitch, he grounds it towards the right side. Fielding it at second, it's Mullins. The throw to short gets away. Tripping over the bag was Fallen as the ball goes out towards the left field line. That'll score 2 runs as the Fish Sticks take the lead on the air. It could have been an inning-ending double play. Instead, Fallen trips on the bag, and the double play is for naught as Weishbolt and Churchill both come in to score for the Fish Sticks. And it's 2-0, DubSea with the lead. So the E6, I believe we're going to put it as an E6. Don't think it was necessarily a bad throw for Mullins. It looked like it was just the trip from Fallen that resulted in the runs coming in. So Uribe, he picked up a win against Sonoma State. That was in week 17 of the season for the U of O club team. Allowed no earned runs, struck out 4, walked 3. In a performance against Sonoma State. Throw down towards third base. The throw a little bit late. Gullard able to snag third safely. Overall, 2 2/3 innings pitched for Uribe against Sonoma State, picking up the win in that one. Also pitched against UCLA and Washington. 1-0 pitch is fouled back by Brandon Gonzaga. 1-1. Again, allowed no earned runs against UCLA across 3 innings of work. Struck out 3 and walked 1. And then did allow 1 earned run against the University of Washington across 2 innings. 1-1 is fouled away, 1-2. Overall, just the 1 earned run in 7 2/3 innings. With 3 appearances, a 1.17 ERA. 10 strikeouts, 5 walks for Uribe. Now pitching in the WCL at the Springfield Drifters, at least during this non-league play. 1-2, popped up, out towards the third base line. Out is the third baseman, Nick Camino, and it drops foul. So Gonzaga stays alive. Brandon Gonzaga, originally from Porter Ranch, California. A hitter at Lewis and Clark. So up in the Portland area, back in the Beaver State. The DubSea Fish Sticks making the trip down from West Seattle. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch from Uribe. It's looked at outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Gonzaga. Heading into his senior season, started 39 games at a .283 average this past season with the Pioneers. 2-2. Reached for, popped up, out towards shallow left field. Charging in and making the catch is Weber for out number 2. So the P7 puts an out on the board. 2-0 the score. It's the Fish Sticks with the lead.
Number 10, Kai Gonzaga.
Brings up Kai Gonzaga. So Brandon Gonzaga, Kai Gonzaga, the brothers back-to-back in the order for the Fish Sticks. Both of them went to Notre Dame High School out in the San Fernando Valley. First pitch. It's looked at for a strike, going 1 to Gonzaga. Gullard at third after reaching on the air. He stole third base after making it to second. Fish Sticks threatening for more. The 0-1 pitch. It's outside. Initially a bunt shown from Gonzaga. He pulled it back 1-1. We saw the Drifters utilize the suicide squeeze yesterday. Paid off. Runners on the corners, 1 out. They got the run in, sacrificed the batter, and advanced the runner from first to second into scoring position. Pitch down and inside. Keeping it in front of him is Ibarra. 2-1 to Gonzaga. Gullard remains at third base. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Kai Gonzaga. Here's the pitch. Chopper to the first base side. Went Fields. He'll underhand it back to Uribe, who beats the batter Gonzaga to the bag for the final out. No hits, an error, 2 runs, and 1 left stranded. We head to the bottom of the second, 2-0 the score here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Please be aware that baseballs can fly into our stands and concourse at any time. We ask you exercise caution against being hit by batted or thrown balls. Parents, please safeguard the welfare of young children in coming into the game. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Drifters, the center fielder, number 27, Cesar Chavez.
Cesar Chavez, Jackson 1, and Bryant Starr due up, batters 5, 6, and 7. Bottom of the second, swing and a miss by Chavez. No balls and 1 strike from Will Woodward. So Woodward, a bounce-back inning for the left-hander from the University of Washington. Fish Sticks have a pretty talented roster as it is. PIL, similar league to the WCL. 0-1 is fouled away, 0-2. Now, the WCL is probably the most prestigious summer collegiate league in the Pacific Northwest, the top of the top. The PIL just a hair below it. You get the Fish Sticks in that league, the Redmond Dunes and Everett Merchants, some other teams out in that area. Mainly all the teams around the Seattle metro area. And so, the team from the PIL, the Fish Sticks, they play at the Friar. They're now down here to the castle that Cooper built, Hamlin Sports Complex. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounder towards the left side. Fielding it is the third baseman, Nolan, the throw to first base. In time for out number 1.
Now batting the
5-3 ground out for Chavez. Puts it out on the board. 2-0 the score. It's the Fish Sticks with the lead after a walk hit by a pitch and an error. Brought 2 runs in for the Sticks in the top half of the second. Jackson went at the dish. He'll be playing his college baseball in Seattle. He swings and misses 0-1. He'll be at Seattle University, so you got a couple of Seattle college kids facing off against each other here. Woodward from the University of Washington and Went at Seattle. The 0-1 Went, hits it out towards right field, and it goes foul. 0-2. We were talking with Preston Armstrong the other day. He'll also be heading out to Seattle University after wrapping up his summer in Springfield. Both Went and him, incoming freshmen with the Red Hawks. They're looking forward to the opportunity of playing in Seattle in that gorgeous downtown campus. 0-2 is fouled away. Went will stay alive. So Will Woodward, the left-hander, ranked the number 5 left-handed pitcher in the state of Washington a couple of years ago. Top 30 prospect overall in the Evergreen State. He's originally from East Lake High School in Sammamish, Washington. The 0-2, swing and a miss. And Went is out. No drop, third strike. He'll just tail off towards the dugout. Second strikeout for Woodward, and it brings up Bryant Starr. It's a little bit silly. You got 2 East Lake High School pitchers, one in Washington and the other one down in San Diego. Crazy that there's 2 East Lake High Schools in 2 separate states, and they happen to have alum pitching in this game today. Pitches in for a strike to Bryant Starr. He is not from East Lake High School. He's from Lebanon, Oregon. Just up the road, not too far away, about 45 minutes from here in Eugene, Springfield area. The 0-1 is swung on and miss. 0-2, we're here in Springfield, not too far away from Eugene. You go about 1.5 miles down the road. Down Centennial, you cross the freeway, you end up in Eugene, and just a little bit past that, it's the University of Oregon's football facility, baseball facility, lacrosse, and soccer. Pitch outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. What a lovely facility we have here in Springfield, located at Hamlin Middle School. 1-2 pitch. Bryant Starr lofts it out towards left center field. Going back is the shortstop Gonzaga. He makes an over-the-shoulder catch for the final out. 3 up, 3 down, the Drifters go. We head to the third. It's 2-0, the Fish Sticks with the lead here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
All righty, Drifters fans, we're going to change things up today a little bit. We're going to have some of our interns playing the between inning games. Give it up for Mandy and Gabby. They're going to be doing some dizzy bat today. They're going to spin around for 15 seconds, race all the way down to rapid, and the winner will get bragging rights for the rest of the season. Are you guys ready? I need everybody to cheer them on. 3, 2, 1, go! Final 5 seconds. Count with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go! Gabby, you're supposed to run. Gabby, you got to run to rapid. All right, we'll take a light jog. And we made it. All right. Give it up for Mandy winning the dizzy bat.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Fish Sticks, the catcher, number 6, Nate Woodstock.
Uribe back out for inning number 3. A swing and a miss. No balls in 1 strike. Special thanks to Jane Mullins for informing us about the substitution. So Cooper's out of the game. Nick Gamino is now at second base. Logan Homa is at third base, and I think that's the substitutions at the moment. Swing and a miss by the batter, and Nate Woodside. No balls and 2 strikes. Woodside had a strikeout his first time up against Uribe. So substitutions already for Springfield in this non-league game. I believe that's all at the moment. 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards center field. Over a few steps and making the catch is the center fielder, Cesar Chavez, for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Michael Akawa.
Michael Akawa is now coming up to the plate. Popped up to the shortstop, his first time up. First pitch, he looks at it for a strike, 0-1. So Uribe getting some more run, out for his third inning. He hasn't thrown much all summer, but we asked him yesterday. We said, do you feel ready to throw? He said, dude, I've been saving my arm all summer. 0-1, it's grounded foul, out towards left side. No balls and 2 strikes. So no balls, 2 strikes to Akawa. Uribe looking for his second strikeout. The 0-2. Grounder towards the left side. Fallen Fields. He'll throw towards first base, and there is Went. Out number 2. Gotta say, it is hard to see these substitutions with these camo uniforms. Aesthetically pleasing. They look really good. Honestly, if you wear them around, they're a rocking jersey. It's just really tough as a broadcaster to try to see the numbers. That's my only problem. The camo is too good. Bunt shown, it's pulled back by Rainey, 0-1. He's 0-for-1 with the ground out too short. Be great if you went out hunting in these. 1-0 is in for a strike, 1-1. Gotta say, living out in Oregon now, tons and tons of hunting out here. Especially for me down in Douglas County. A lot of people get excited come hunting season. 1-1 pitch is found away, 1-2. I remember I interviewed a kid who's from North Douglas High School, not too far away, about 30 minutes from here in Drain, Oregon. A little bit south of Cottage Grove, and he got off the football field, got done with practice at 7 o'clock, shot an elk by 8. 1-2, it's fouled back, stays alive. His name was Hunter, so his name and trade the same. Honestly, I thought that was probably more impressive than the 7 touchdowns he had in one game earlier in the week. Just the fact that he was able to get done with practice, have enough energy to go out there, shoot an elk, and then go back and do it all again the next day. I don't know if he went out hunting the next day, but at least went to practice and school the next day. Pitch down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rainey. I mean, that's an eventful day. Wake up, you eat your breakfast, get your shoes on, your clothes on, head off to school, football practice, hunting. Seems like a fun-filled day. 2-2. Check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. Count goes full to Rainey. And that's the opportunity you get living in the Pacific Northwest. I know a lot of people that get off work and go fishing as well. And if you love the outdoors, Oregon is the state for you. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. 1-2-3, the Fish Sticks go. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Diego Uribe as we'll head to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0, the Fish Sticks with the lead here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Tonight, the Drifters would love to give a shout-out to our party deck guests from Tracktown, USA. We hope you enjoy the game, and thank you for your support of Drifters Baseball. off the bottom of the third for the Drifters, the right fielder, number 28, DJ Lewis.
I know my purpose. European card came with curtains. I have a daughter on by that baby.
DJ Lewis is leading things out for the Springfield Drifters here in the bottom of the third inning. 2-0 the score. It sounds like we're going to get Saul Galvan on the mic for innings 4, 5, and 6. He's doing some PA announcing right now. Swing and a miss by DJ Lewis, 0-1. Originally, Mati Tenney was supposed to do this game. Circumstances didn't work out. I ended up having to hop in at the last second, and then we'll get Saul some innings during this non-league play. 0-1 pitch to Lewis is down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, it's the non-league play. That's what it's all about, getting guys some reps, getting them some extra chances to develop, and that's certainly what we're hoping to do with Saul coming up in innings 4, 5, and 6. He's also going to have the call for the game on Thursday against the Cascade Collegiate League Showcase team. Swing and a miss by Lewis, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Will Woodward is dealing right now for the DubSea Fish Sticks as they lead 2-0. He allowed a leadoff double to Nigel Fallon. Since that point, he's retired 6 straight batters, striking out 2. Looking for his third strikeout here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped out of play, out towards the first base side. Maybe it's blown back with the wind right next to the dugout. It's dropped by the first baseman, Weichbo. So he overran it, and with the wind blown out towards left field. Good wind today. Isn't as hot as it was yesterday. 82 degrees the current temperature here in Springfield. Wind about 13 degrees. Lewis pops it up out towards right field. Back a few steps is the right fielder Gullard, who makes the grab for out number 1. Brings up the 9-hole hitter, Nick Gamino. The third baseman.
Number 13, Nick.
Make it the second baseman now. After moving over there from third base, Cooper Mullen started the game there. Did come to the plate in the first inning, and then after his first AB, gets taken out of the game. Gamino whiffs at the first pitch, well early on the pitch from Woodward. 0-1. Gamino started this past season at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, a transfer to Oregon Tech after 1 year with the Mustangs. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Gamino. He's originally from Corvallis, Oregon, so coming back to the Beaver State after 1 year in the Golden State. 0-2 pitch, down and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gotta say, San Luis Obispo, big baseball town. Central Coast really loves its baseball, and that's kind of where Jeff Lyle got his start, living out in Arroyo Grande after originally growing up in Eugene, graduated from Arroyo Grande High School. Pitch outside, 2-2. The locals just say AG. Really good ice cream back in the day. Doc Bernstein's ice cream, if you're ever in the area. Fortunately, though, the shop closed down. But a lot of memories out in the Central Coast visiting Doc Bernstein's, the Lake Lopez area. Pitch is fouled away. Spent my 13th birthday out at Pismo Beach, right near San Luis Obispo. Fond memories out there in the Central Coast, as well as broadcasting in San Luis Obispo with the San Luis Obispo Blues out in the California Collegiate League. I was with the Conejo Oaks. Got to go up there for some Blue games. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss by Gamino. And that's the third strikeout for Will Woodward. 2 outs, nobody on for the leadoff man, Nigel Fallon, who roped the double to right field his first time up. San Luis Obispo, those games at the Blues games were quite fun and honestly very reminiscent of some things that we've done this season with the Drifters, mainly the beer batter. This year we have the beer batter. In San Luis Obispo, they had the hot sauce batter. First pitch, hit out towards left field, down the line. Folland is going to have himself a chance for extra bases once again. He's at second base and will stop there after a big roundoff past the bag. 2 doubles today for Nigel Fallon. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs for Sam Weber. Sam Weber, a pop up to short, his first time up. Technically, I guess the Blues didn't have a hot sauce batter. They just had the hot sauce promotion. Every time that a batter struck out, fans in attendance had the chance at free hot sauce. They would toss hot sauce packets out in the stands, so every time there was 2 strikes, all you heard was hot sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce. Pitch is fouled away. No balls and 1 strike to Weber. A little bit similar to the beer batter this year, where some fans have started to get into it and said, beer, 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 beer. Those are fun times. They did that in Medford as well when I was down there for the Rogues games. Honestly, a fun promotion. The 0-1 pitch down and away gets past the catcher. And Woodside advancing over to third base is fallen. It's 2-0. The Fish Sticks with the lead. DubSea trying to hang on. Will Woodward. Again, some WCL experience. Pitched with Cowlitz Black Bears in 2023, throwing 18 and 2/3 innings, and then threw 11 1/3 inning last year with the Band Elks. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. So Weber now down with 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in this 2-0 game. Springfield out hitting the Fish Sticks 2-0 right now, but trail by 2. 1-2 offering. And Bach called. The Drifters score. Woodward can't believe it. I personally thought so as well. It looked like he came set and then started to wind. And now coming out for the Fish Sticks is their head coach, Elliot Kribbe. So the run is in on the Bach call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll wait the pitch to Weber. 1-2. Down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and that's kind of what it looked like for Woodward. Looked like he came set and then started to wind. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch is outside, and the count goes full to Sam. He'll have a new head coach next year at LC State. Jeremiah Robbins taking over for the Warriors program, going back to his roots after 7 seasons away from the program in Lewiston. Weber swings and misses, and it's the 4th strikeout for Woodward to end the inning. 2-1 the score. It's the Fish Sticks with the lead as we're through 3. We're headed to the 4th as the Fish Sticks come back up to hit. We'll have Saul Galvan for innings 3, 4, and 5 on the other half of this break here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Top of the fourth inning inside the Hammond Sports Complex. Hello, everybody. Saul Galvan taking over for Knight Jarecki as Matt Churchill watches ball one down and outside from Diego Uribe. Uribe in his fourth inning of work here for the Drifters. They trail by one after getting a run in the bottom of the third inning via a balk. Churchill flies this one out towards shallow center field. Coming on is the center fielder, Cesar Chavez. He will haul it in for the first out. Good to be on with you guys in this non-league action. A couple of non-league games coming up for the Drifters. Actually, a few. Got one today, and then, of course, next 2 days, if you want to call it, Tuesday and Thursday, skipping Wednesday for the All-Star game. But Tuesday and Thursday for the CCL Showdown. Should be a lot of fun. Drifters might see a lot of guys that don't usually get a ton of playing time, just like Diego right now. This one is flied out towards deep left field, going back to the left fielder, and it is gone. Emick Wybrodt sends one over the wall in left field. And just like that, it's back to a two-run ball game. The entire dugout is going to come out for Wybrodt, but he muscled that one deep over left field. My goodness. Sam Weber out there in left field, and he just kept going back on it and not have enough room. It's now a two-run ball game, back to a two-run ball game. And now this one hit out towards deep center field. Chavez on the run. It will fall into the left center gap. Rounding second and rather rounding first and heading for second is Isaiah Nolan. He's in at second base easy with a double. And the hits just keep piling on for the Fish Sticks here in the fourth inning. Didn't even have a chance to settle in. That Wybrodt home run. And now Ryan Gullard, the right fielder, will dig in with the runner at second base and nobody out. First pitch on the way to Gullard. Low and outside, Isaiah Ibada to his knees. Logan Homa over at third base. He comes in the ball game for the Drifters. Cooper Mullins exits, and Nick Amino moves over to second base. Rest of the defense for the Drifters is still the same. Ball, no strike to Gullard. Uribe with the pitch. Low and outside. Uribe looking for that low outside corner, does not get the call. 2 balls and no strikes. Sun continuing to set here on Hamlin Sports Complex. Wind still blowing out towards left field. Quite a hot day. Maybe not as hot as yesterday, but the heat still a big factor in this game. 2-0 pitch, way outside. Ibada slides to his right, now 3-0. Really be a nice day to have a pool right now. Cannot lie. Me and Knight were talking about it. Fans, look, if you want to comment right now, I know a bunch of you guys are in the chat. Me and Knight were talking about doing a broadcast from a pool right behind the home plate, as that one's called a strike to Gullard, now 3-1. We're talking about getting a little kiddie pool and potentially doing a broadcast while we're in the pool right behind home plate in the stands. All we have to do is run an extension cord. So, honestly, if you want to do it, like, tell us no right now in the comment section. 3-1 misses inside of Ryan Gullard. It's a ball. And we'll put Gullard over at first base. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. Wonder what the temperature is going to be on that day. Should be a pretty hot one. I know this entire week's supposed to be hot. It'll be 85 degrees, so you know what? That might be a day where we have to do it. First and second for the Fish Sticks. Brandon Gonzaga, the shortstop, will step in. The 8th hole hitter for the DubSea Fish Sticks in today's game. First pitch misses up high from Uribe. Ball and no strike. Again, this is the only matchup of the season. The Drifters will take on the Fish Sticks. Coming all the way from Washington for this non-league action. Low and outside. 2 balls, no strike from Gonzaga. Fish Sticks not really biting at any pitches this inning from Uribe. He's working on the low outside part of the zone. DubSea staying patient. 2-0 coming in. Low and outside again. 3 balls and no strike. Uribe in danger of loading the bases here in the 4th inning. Uribe from the stretch. Needs a strike. Here it is. Up high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks from Diego Uribe. Loads the bases for the Fish Sticks. And it brings up the 9-hole hitter, Kai Gonzaga.
Now batting, number 10, Kai Gonzaga.
Ibata will go out and talk with his pitcher. And we'll also get a visit from pitching coach Dean Stiles. And now the right side of the infield in Jamino and Jackson Wynn, and now Nigel Fallen and Logan Homa will come in. So it'll be a infielders meeting. Try to calm down Uribe, see how they want to play this here. 1 out, double play is on if Uribe can get the ground ball and potentially get out of this inning. He's had a solid outing so far, and considering he hasn't pitched in quite a while, you got to give it up to him too. He's been sitting up with us in the press box. We've been hyping him up this whole time. We're really saying, like, man, Diego, you got to go out there and perform. Honestly, right now, he is performing. He's only giving up 3 runs on 2 hits. 2 of them unearned. There you go. This is the type of ball game right here that I'm pretty sure anybody would take if they were pitching in a game like this with Division I level players. As a club baseball player, too. Stiles heads back to the dugout. Everybody back to their positions. And Gonzaga will come in. We got the thumbs up for the kiddie pool, so tune in on Thursday, and you'll see us probably in a kiddie pool right behind home plate. First pitch on the way with the bases loaded. This one is sky towards right field. DJ Lewis has to back up in the shade. Now he'll come forward. Will get under to make the catch. Tagging up from third base is Isaiah Nolan. He will come in to score. And if the throw gets to Logan Homa in time to get Ryan Gullard, who was at second base, out trying to advance. And that is the end of the inning. The run does score. But a dot from the arm of DJ Lewis, who hasn't played right field in quite a while, makes his presence known. Fish Sticks did get 2 runs, increase their lead to 3. It's 4-1. We head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
In the top of the 4th for the Fish Sticks, 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 runner left on base. Fans, tonight is our first and only matchup against the DubSea Fish Sticks this year. Come back tomorrow as we face the Cascade Collegiate League All-Stars in a 2-game non-league series. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. To see the full schedule and promo details, head to driftersbaseball.com or pick up a program at the concessions booths today. Off the inning for the Drifters, number 21, Logan Homa.
Logan Homa into the ball game for his first AB. He will come up to bat. Still facing off against Will Wooder, the tall left-handed pitcher for the Fish Sticks. Wooder standing at 6'7". Has competition for some of the Drifters players as well. Andrew Miller being one of the taller guys, standing well over 6'5". First pitch from Woodard of the inning is a strike taken by Homa. So again, Homa, this being his first AB despite at the 4th. Came in for Cooper Mullins, but actually replaced Jamino at 3rd, and then Jamino went to second base. The 0-1 is taken for another strike. Pumped in an 85-mile-per-hour fastball on the low outside part of the zone. Lefty-on-lefty matchup to begin the bottom of the 4th. 0-2. Ground ball, right side. Going over is the second baseman for the Fish Sticks, Akawa, as he flips to the first baseman, Whitebroat, for the first out here in the 4th. And now comes up Isaiah Ibata, the other All-Star that will head off to Bellingham, Washington tomorrow to represent Springfield in the WCL All-Star game. Caught up with Cooper before yesterday's game, had the pregame interview with him. Did not get a chance to catch up with Isaiah. But just talking to him the last couple weeks, he's pretty excited for it. And it's got to be pretty good knowing that before you're heading off to college, you're an all-star amongst a bunch of Division I players. Be a freshman at USC this upcoming season, highly rated recruit, maybe even a chance to have the starting role at USC. 1-0, Ibarra takes it on the inner third for a strike. His family was up here this past weekend. His girlfriend surprised him. Making the trek up from West Covina, California, is the 1-1 taken for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Really a lot of players, too, for Springfield. If you look at their numbers, you can make a case that there should be all-stars. One of them, Cesar Chavez, hitting well above 300. Of course, missed a couple weeks with a broken nose. As Ibarra rips one up to center field and will fall down for a base hit. Making the Drifters' 4th hit of the ball game and a 1-out single. A lot of guys that are been really productive at the plate. Of course, Chavez and Mullins. Nolan Miller as well, 37 hits on the season, 294 hitter. Noah Cox as well before he got released. In is the center fielder, Cesar Chavez, the guy we just talked about. Takes strike 1. Suffered a broken nose, but took it like a champ and came back even stronger. 0-1. This one ripped over towards the 5-6 hole and into left field for another base hit. Chavez got one on the low outside part of the plate, and he took it on his pull side. Back-to-back singles for the Drifters. You can even say Andrew Ghana might be an all-star, too. Just based on the way he's played. If he was there for the whole season, maybe. There's a case. We'll get a mound visit here for the Fish Sticks. First time we've seen one. It will be their head coach, Elliot Kribbe, who will come out and talk with the infield. 4-1 the score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's the first of 3 non-league games for the Drifters this week. And now Matt Hubbard will call over his base runners as well, check on them. Hubbard? Hubs. I don't know why I keep saying Hubbard. No idea. Quick mound meeting is over, and now Woodard will go back to the mound. Everybody else back to their positions as well. And it will be Jackson Went coming up to the plate. Went struck out in his first AB. And Woodard's been having a solid game so far with 4 strikeouts. But now in a bit of trouble here with first and second and 1 out. Went showing bunt on the first pitch. And he will pull back. The double steal is on, and it gets pulled off. Ibarra into third base. Chavez to second. And they wasted no time advancing. Now 2 in scoring position with 1 out, and Went has a chance to get the Drifters within 1 with a base hit. First pitch was a strike. Went down 0-1. Here it is. Showing bunts again. He gets it down. Coming on is Woodard, the pitcher. He will look to third. Now backhanded over to first base, and Went is safe. Woodard was looking to third to try to get Ibarra as he was coming off the bag, but then kind of threw it like he was getting tackled over to first base, and the first baseman had to come off the bag. Went is safe, and the bases are loaded. That's going to go down as an E1 because of the throw. So now a big opportunity here for the Drifters and Brian Starr, the designated hitter, to deliver. Starr's been fighting the injury bug the past couple weeks, but now into the lineup at the DH spot. First pitch, he takes it the opposite way, out towards right field. Going over is the right fielder. He dives for it. He does not make the catch. Ibarra will trot on home to score. Right behind him is Chavez, and he gets held up. So bases are still loaded. Brian Starr looked like it was going to be a sacrifice fly, but the right fielder for the Fish Sticks could not make the play. Ryan Gullard. So now still 1 out, and the bases are loaded. going to go down as a hit. Star gets his first hit back being in the lineup. Again, Ibada comes in to score, and Chavez over to third base. Went goes in a second. And DJ Lewis. Drifters are within 2. Swings the first pitch and fouls it off his right leg. DJ's also a guy, too, that we haven't seen much in the lineup the past couple of weeks, or at least past couple of games. He's been getting a lot of reps with Jack Brooks. Saw him working the other day with Matt Hubbs, doing a tennis drill where Coach Hubbs had the tennis racket and he was doing tennis balls, hitting them all over the place, using the hand-eye coordination. DJ Lewis takes outside, ball and a strike. Woodard takes a deep breath. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Lewis wanted all of that one. Cannot connect. Ball's behind 1-2. Drifters with momentum on their side. 1 run in the inning and bases loaded. 1-2, fouled away. Lewis will stay alive. So none of these next 3 games are going to count on the WCL standings, but really good opportunities to get some reps in for the last few weeks of the season, and potentially for the Drifters to make that push towards the playoffs. 1-2 again, misses up high, looked like a pitch out from Woodard. Evens the count 2-2. Of course, Springfield will be out without Mullins and Ibada as they will head up to Washington tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see over the next 2 games who takes their positions. But the Drifters have depth. We've been talking about this the past few weeks. There's a lot of guys that can play each position, as this one is lined towards left field for a base hit. Chavez will come on home, went right behind him. Matt Hubbs is going to hold them up. DJ Lewis able to deliver an RBI single, and it's 4-3. Drifters down by just 1.
Now batting number 13, Nick Gamino.
So everybody goes station to station, moves up a base. Jackson Went, the lead runner at third base, and Brian Starr at second, with Lewis over at first. Nick Gamino, now the second baseman. He was starting at the third base position, but now over to second after Mullins came out of the game. He swings the first pitch, a high pop-up down the first base line. Going over is the second baseman, Akawa. He will get under to make the catch, and it will hold up each of the runners. Now 2 gone here in the 4th. Really, even though Ibada and Mullins will be gone for the All-Star game, Drifters are going to have a lot of depth at each position. Preston Armstrong really solid behind the plate as well. Caden Young, who's been improving every single time he goes out there. And then second base, we've seen Elliot Brown there a couple times. And now we see Jamino over there after Holman came into the game. Nigel Fall in the shortstop. Probably could play some second base too, being a shortstop. Take strike 1. Still bases loaded with now 2 outs. Chance to tie or take the lead. 0-1 misses up high. 72 off speed from Woodard. Lefty on lefty once again. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Able to block it is the catcher for the Fish Sticks. Two 2-1 pitch to Fallon. Again in the dirt. Now 3-1. Gets it to a hitter's count. Fallon, a late season pickup. Playing his baseball over at Bushnell. Back in his home stadium. 3-1 pitch. Hit the opposite way towards left field. Going over is the left fielder Kai Gonzaga. He doesn't have to move much. We'll haul it in for the third and final out. The Drifters get 2 runs back after the Fish Sticks scored 2 runs in the top of the inning. It's back to a 1-run game. 4-3 the score. Fish Sticks still leading. We head to the 5th here at the Hamlin Sports Complex.
2 runs on 4 hits and 3 runners left on base.
In continuing with our unconventional games today, we got some special guests down here. First, I'm going to introduce you to our Assistant General Manager of the Springfield Drifters, Jasmine let's hear it for Jasmine. She makes sure everything runs smoothly throughout these games. She's also in charge of our intern group, so we appreciate her so much. And the new assistant to the general manager of the Willamette Valley Jags, Kaylee, also our scorekeeper. She's taking some time from the booth to be down here. They're going to be doing a potato sack race all the way down to Rapid. I need everybody to cheer as loud as they can as they race. Are you two ready? All the way to Rapid. 3, 2, 1, go! Jasmine with an early lead. Kaylee's stumbling, but she's catching up. Kaylee takes the lead. Rapid's moving. And Kaylee looks like she's going to take it. We'll see. They're not there yet. Oh, someone's got to tag Rapid. Someone's got to tag Rapid. Jasmine takes the initiative and gets the win. Huge round of applause for our contestants, Kaylee and Jasmine.
On the mound for the Drifters.
New pitcher into the ball game. It's Connor Maloney, the soon-to-be freshman at the University of Oregon. He takes over here in the 5th inning. Diego Uribe's day is over. He goes 4 innings, allowing 2 hits, 4 runs, and he also had a couple strikeouts on his line. Solid day overall for Uribe. Round of applause for him, making his 2nd appearance on the season for the Drifters. But Maloney takes over here in the non-league matchup against the Fish Sticks. DubSea up by 1 entering the 5th. Kind of been a back-and-forth ball game. Fish Sticks grabbed the early lead in the 2nd inning, but then the Drifters cut it down to 1 before the Fish Sticks increased their lead to a 3-run game, and then the Drifters were able to answer back in the 4th inning with 2 runs of their own. Nate Woodside, the catcher, also the beer batter, has already struck out once. Maybe he could do it twice. Half swing is called a strike, already a third of the way there. Woodside struck out and then popped out to center field in the 3rd inning. Maloney gets set. This one ripped down the first base line and a strike. Start the beer chants, ladies and gents. See if Maloney can start it with a K. Fans in attendance have already gotten beer once. Maybe they could do it again. 0-2. Foul back. 85 upstairs from Maloney. Again, one of the few Drifters that will head off and play with the Ducks this year. Maloney looking to be a big part of the rotation coming up in the 2026 season. Also Jack Brooks, center fielder. 0-2 for beer once again. This is inside. Almost got Woodside on the leg. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maloney delivers. Grounder, right side, gets past the diving Nick Jamino and into right field for a base hit. So close to more beer. But we'll see if it happens again. Woodside with leadoff single here in the 5th inning. Michael Cowell, the second baseman, will come back up to bat. 0 for 2, popped out to shortstop and also grounded out to shortstop. Now Maloney from the stretch. Kawa showing bunt. Will take strike 1. Good pitch there. 85. Bottom of the zone from Maloney. Again, Maloney just finishing up his senior year at Thurston High School. Going on to play with his brother Maddox over at Oregon. 1 going over. Check on runner at first base, and Woodside. It'd be pretty cool if Maloney can find himself a starting role in the rotation. His brother Maddox has had a couple big years with the Ducks at shortstop. High draft potential in the coming years. If not after this year, maybe after senior year. Kawa showing bunt. Pulls back, throw down to first base. Back pick attempt. Pretty close, but not in time. Ibata getting aggressive behind the plate. It's a ball and a strike to Kawa. Maloney delivers. That one bunted back to Maloney. Ibata telling him to point towards first base, and he will throw it to first over to Wint. Suicide squeeze works out. Akawa moves Woodside over to second base. One out here in the fifth. Jace Rainey, the center fielder, comes up. One of Uribe's strikeout victims. Also a ground out to shortstop. Rainey against the righty Maloney. First pitch, up high for a ball. Woodside at second. Fish Sticks up by 1 in the 5th inning. 1-0. Low and outside. Maloney has shown some promise as well on the mound, various points of the season. Stares down the sign from Ibata. 2-0 delivered. Right down the middle for a strike. 86 on the fastball. In league play right now, 4.23 ERA for Maloney. 17 innings pitch. He's given up 20 walks to 7 strikeouts. Not the best numbers you want to see, but still slowly improving. 2-1, low and outside. It's really good practice, though, from him. He keeps saying that this is just an amazing opportunity to come and play against guys that you're going to be seeing in the Division I level, maybe even the JUCO level as well, get some practice in them. And more for the freshman guys to get their first taste of college baseball before they head off to their schools in the fall. 3-1 taken outside. And it's ball 4 by Maloney. And Rainey able to work the 1-out walk. First and second for the Fish Sticks. And Matt Churchill now coming up. That's also nice for Maloney as well. Not too far from here. Originally from Oregon. Chance to play in his home state. Pitch on the way to Churchill is taken for a ball. No, a strike actually. Shown on the track man that was inside. Kevin Rice given the strike signal. 0-1 Churchill. This time helmet level. Ball and a strike. A lot of Drifters near or playing somewhat close to their hometown. A lot of Oregon guys, some Washington guys as well, California. 1-1 hit on the ground, left side. It will go into left field for a base hit. As the lead runner, Woodson, he's going to get sent home, and he will come in to score. Throw back to second. They try to get Rainey, but they cannot get him. It's an RBI single for Matt Churchill, and it's 5-3 Fish Sticks. It looked like Rainey, or rather Woodside, was going to get held up, but the ground ball was hit so softly that it actually allowed him to gain some speed and make that break towards home plate. Emick Wybrote will step in, playing first base today for the Fish Sticks. Takes ball 1 way outside. Maloney's sitting about 84, 86 miles an hour on the fastball. That's usually where you want to be when you're heading into freshman year. A lot of guys getting recruited now, sitting around there, especially the ones who are going Division I. 1-0 taken for a strike. Knee inside corner. Still room for development, obviously. You don't expect these guys to be perfect when they go in, even to programs like that, as Maloney throws back to second. Jamino attempting the pickoff move, not in time. But the jump that some of these guys make from freshman year to sophomore year, it's kind of insane. You see some guys that start out 85 and then they up at over 90 miles an hour in just a season. Gets them so ready for possibly a pro ball career. That one hit Wakebroat on the foot. He will get a hit by pitch and a free pass over at first base.
Number 8, Isaiah Nolan.
And that loads them in the 5th inning with just one out. Kind of a similar situation here that the Drifters were in with the bases loaded and one gone. They were able to score 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. And here the Fish Sticks kind of in the same situation. Isaiah Nolan in the box. First pitch misses above the zone. Nolan doubled in the 4th inning after the home run from Wakebroat. 1-0 offering. Same spot. Above the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. Also flied out to right field in his first at bat. Two-0 coming in. This one just a little inside, but still helmet level. 3 balls and no strike. The Fish Sticks an opportunity to walk a run in. Here it comes. Same spot inside, and that's ball 4, and another run for DubSea. Everybody goes to a new base. Rainey comes home to score, and it's 6-3 Fish Sticks in the 5th inning. Second walk of the inning for the Fish Sticks. Ryan Guller, the right fielder, into the box. Guller drew a walk in his last AB. Pitch on the way. Chopper towards the first base side. Went picks it up. He's not going to look home. Instead, he'll go to first base. He'll get the easy out there. Another run comes home to score as Churchill crosses home plate. And now it's the 3rd run to come across home for the Fish Sticks. It's now 7-3.
Now batting number 4, Brandon Gonzaga.
Brandon Gonzaga fouls off the first pitch he sees. So Gullard grounds out to first base. And the other 2 runners, Wakebroat moves to 3rd and Nolan over to 2nd. Gonzaga also walked in the last innings, last AB. Pitch inside, ball and a strike. The 1-1 from Maloney. Lowered part. Again, misses inside. Still sitting about 86. Not a huge deficit for Springfield. If they want to have a chance to stay in this game, though, can't really give up any more runs. Soft ground ball to the left side. Going over is the shortstop, Fallon. He'll make the strong throw to first base, and that will be the 3rd and final out. Here in the top of the 5th. Fish Sticks able to get 3 more runs. The score is 7-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Drifters with some work to do on offense when we come back.
Top of the 5th for the Fish Sticks. 2 runs on 3 hits and 3 runs left on base. A special shout out to all of our Drifters Helping Kids sponsors, including FPW Media, Greenberry Industrial, and Campus Life. This year, all kids ages 12 and under receive free general admission to Drifters home games, excluding fireworks nights, when accompanied by a paid adult.
Andrew Ghana into the ball game for the Drifters here to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Ghana will take over for Sam Weber in the lineup. Again, it'll be Ghana's first AB of the game. Don't usually see a bunch of changes this early into the ball game, but of course the non-league matchup, want to get as many guys in as possible. Sam Weber's day is over. He is on the bench, and Ghana for his first AB will face the lefty Woodard. Immediately rips one up the middle. Hello, Andrew Ghana attacks the first pitch. Fastball on the outside part, and he takes it up the middle for a base hit. Give him the claws, ladies and gentlemen. Able to bite that one.
Now batting number 21, Logan Holma.
Logan Holma up to the dish. Ghana over at first. Drifters down by 4 runs. Might need to get aggressive on the base path. Pitch comes home. It's a 85-mile-per-hour fastball strike to Honma. Grounded out to second base in the 4th inning. It was his last at-bat before, rather his first at-bat after coming in the game for Cooper Mullins. 0-1, quarter swing. Honma thought about going around, held up. Pitches in the dirt, ball and a strike. Honma also going off to play in his freshman year at USC, teaming up with Isaiah Ibada. Throw over to first base, checking on Ghana. Be really fun to watch those two. Honma also a highly ranked recruit, having an awesome summer up to this point. Could be a great defensive addition to the USC roster. Fouls it the opposite way, down 1-2. A lot of highlight reel plays he's made this year, including the one at the Marion Berries where he jumped up on the wall and somehow made the catch. Really, it could have ended up on SportsCenter, top 10. I thought so. Go check out our Twitter page to see the clip of it. 1-2, hit on the right side, through the gap, and into right field for a base hit. Ghana rounding second. He's going to try for 2. The throw to third base, not in time. Honma stretching it, and he's safe. Both guys were on their heels. Ghana to third base, Honma to second. That's what you call base running right there, folks. Stretching it out on the soft ground ball into the outfield. It'll be a single for Honma, but then turns into a double on the throw. And Ibada will come up with 2 in scoring position. Ibada singled in his last inning, and then came around to score. Drifters down by 3. First pitch to Ibada. Up high for ball 1. So from one USC freshman to another. 1-0, chopper, left side, going over to the third baseman, Nolan Isaiah. Now it's in a pickle. Ghana is in a rundown. He was attempting to go home with it, and it's not in time. Looked like Ghana was a little aggressive on the ground ball to the left side. Thought maybe he'd stay, and Isaiah, the third baseman, would just throw it to first. Instead, Ibada reaches on the fielder's choice, Honma to third base. It's now 1 gone with runners on the corners. Cesar Chavez, the center fielder, comes up for his 3rd AB of the ball game. Drifters still down by 4 runs, 7-3 game. Pitch taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0. in the dirt. Catcher Woodside able to block it. Chavez 1 for 2 today. Single in the fourth and a ground out to third base in the second inning. Looking to deliver here for the Drifters. 2-0 is watched for a strike. Chavez still ahead. Ordered into his fifth inning of work. See how long he goes out there. It's just being the sole matchup against Springfield. 2-1 is a look like curveball. That was outside the zone, away from Chavez. Into a hitter's count, 3-1. A lot of space out in left center field, maybe for Chavez. Here it is. Outside, and it's ball 4. No, strike 2. Ibarra was on the move down to second base, and it looked like Woodside was attempting to throw it, but instead it was a ball, so it wouldn't matter. And the count goes full. Payoff pitch. Another ground ball towards the left side. Going over is the shortstop, Gonzaga, as he throws his to first base in time. But coming home to score is Honma. Drifters able to get a run back. It's a 7-4 game now.
Now batting number 34, Jackson Went.
6-3 ground out for Chavez. Does bring home a run. And Jackson Went, the first baseman, looking to do the same. Woodward delivers the first pitch. Went watches a strike. Went heading off to Seattle University. Teammates Preston Armstrong. Had a coach here the past couple of days from Seattle. This one down the third base line for a foul ball. He was a pitching coach for Seattle. He was hoping to look at Jackson. He didn't even end up pitching. And now went in the lineup. Two-way guy for Springfield. Seen more ABs. Only had a couple outings on the mound. Maybe a sign of his freshman year at Seattle. He's a really good hitter. Maybe a better pitcher. Just have not seen enough out of him. 1-1. Swing and a miss. And it is strike 3. Had 1-1 on the scoreboard. It was a 0-2 count. And Went strikes out to end the bottom of the fifth. Drifters do get a run back. As Cesar Chavez delivers a run on the ground out. It's 7-4. Fish Sticks still leading by 3. We head to the top of the 6th here inside of the Cooper, the Castle Bill.
Mound for the Drifters, number 41, Jack Clee. The Drifters are proud to announce their 2 West Coast League All-Star selections who will be competing in this year's WCL All-Star Game on Wednesday in Bellingham, Washington. Please give a round of applause for our catcher from West Covina, California, number 19, Isaiah Ibarra. And our hometown kid, the second baseman, number 4, Cooper Mullins. off the inning for the Fish Sticks, number 10, Kai Gonzaga.
Jack Lee into the ball game. He pitches a first pitch ball on the outside part of the zone to Kai Gonzaga, the left fielder for the Fish Sticks. Drifters still trailing here as we enter the sixth. They're down by 3 runs. Fairly high-scoring affair up to this point. 11 combined runs between both teams. The Fish Sticks have come to play here in Springfield. 1-0 on the way. Klee able to pump it in for a strike. 84 miles an hour. Klee's been a guy who's come out of the bullpen pretty much the entire season. Usually a 1 to 2 inning guy. Depending on the outing, 1-1 is time on the outer third for a strike. Gonzaga down 1-2. Brought in a run via the sacrifice hit in the 4th inning. And then Ryan Gullard, who was at second base, was out to end the inning trying to advance the third. Klee looking for the first punch out. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Klee freezes him up. Low inside part of the zone. And there is out number 1 here in the 6th.
Number 6, Nate Woodside.
First strikeout for Jack Klee. 3rd overall strikeout for the Fish Sticks. Top of the order, Nate Woodside. He will swing at the first pitch. Fly ball, center field. Chavez on the run, reaches out for it. He can't make the catch. It will go all the way up against the wall. Woodside into second base safely. A screamer off the bat of the catcher Woodside, and he's in the second base with a double. Woodside's it's pretty powerful balls today. That one might be the hardest one. Michael Kawa back up to the box for DubSea. Klee from the stretch. Pitches inside to Kawa. Had a sac bunt in the 5th inning. Outside that, has not reached first base safely. Klee looking at second base, goes home with it. Grounder, left side, Homa over, it's foul. Sun still setting here inside of Hamlin Sports Complex. Temperature still dropping. It's now 78 degrees, according to my weather app. This is summer weather right here. This is when you want to just be standing outside, enjoying a ball game like we are right now. 1-1 is flied out towards left center field. Going over is Andrew Ghana into the ball game at left field. He will call off Chavez and make the catch for the second out. Knight said a couple weeks ago, really just sipping on a coconut outside. This is what you want to be. This is the weather that you want to be doing that in right now.
Now batting, number 20, Jace Rainey.
Chase Rainey, the center fielder. Klee with a chance to get out of this inning without allowing a run after the 1-out double by Woodside. Got a walk in his last inning. First pitch, good off speed to freeze up Rainey. Had to duck down, thought that one was going to hit him. Instead, it was right in the middle of the zone. No balls and a strike. Klee shaking the left foot. Second, now turns his head. The 0-1. Out of the mitt of Preston Armstrong, actually, who's now into the ballgame at catcher for the Drifters. So Ibata also out of the game. Again, some substitutions being made in the later part of this game. 0-2. And that hit him. That's got to sting. Rainey had no protection on that elbow. And that was actually on his hand, but still had the glove, nothing else protecting his arm. He will take it like a champ over to first base on the hit by pitch. 2 on with 2 outs. And Matt Churchill, the 4-spot hitter, up to the plate. Now the two All-Stars are officially out of the game. Again, they will head off to Bellingham, Washington tomorrow to participate in the WC All-Star game. On the first pitch, Churchill swings this one up the middle, past a diving Fallan into center field. The throw goes into third base. It's not in time. And Churchill, aggressive on the first pitch. A slow chopper to center field brings in another run. It's now 8-4 Fish Sticks.
Now batting number 33, Emmett Whitebrook.
Rainey moves up to third base on the slow chopper that just got past Fallen over at shortstop. And Klee so close to getting out of the inning without allowing a run. Churchill able to get a good piece of it. Emmett Whitebrook, the home run in the fourth inning. Last AB was hit by a pitch. Half swing, did he go around? He did. Kevin Rice thought he went in front of the plate. Really helps to have three umpires in games like these. Got the first base umpire checking swings down the first base line, and then, of course, the second base umpire as well. 0-1 taken outside. A lot better than high school games when we just had the one umpire. That really got me. Anytime there's a play down at second base, they could never tell. I had one in high school in Illinois. Crazy to think about that, right? 1-1, swing and a miss. Klee on the off speed. Gets Whiteboard to chase. Might have been just JV games, I don't know. But still, anytime there's a play at second base, it was always safe. Never out, even if it was by a mile. And now Klee will step off as they get the DH Churchill in a rundown. And Jamino will just apply the tag. That was quick. Klee had all day to get him, and he did get him. But the Fish Sticks do get another run in the inning. They're up to a 4-run lead through 5.5 innings. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up here inside of Hamlin Sports Complex. Drifters trying to get rolling once again on offense. Back in about 30 seconds here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
You want to be like a drifter? Well, you can train like a drifter. Come work out with our players at West Coast Strength here in Springfield. West Coast Strength is our workout partner, and they could be yours. Visit them at their Eugene and Springfield locations, and who knows, you may be a Drifters ball player someday. For the Fish Sticks, number 40, Zach Hampton. Leading off the inning for the Drifters, number 2, Brian Starr.
New pitcher out on the mound. It's number 40, Zach Hampton. He takes over for the lefty, Will Woodard. Up to Brian Starr. Starr showing by on the first pitch, but he will pull back and take ball 1. By the way, first thing before we even say anything about Hampton, unbelievable beard. Not sure if you can see it on the broadcast, but I'm looking through binoculars right now. He looks like Santa Claus, but a little bit more blonde. Great, great appearance right here. Pitch is low and outside again. 2 balls and no strike. This guy looks like a baseball player. I cannot lie. Hampton into his motion. The 2-0 is fouled away by Brian Starr. It's Starr, Lewis, and Jamino. 7, 8, 9 due up here for the Drifters. Down by 4 runs in this non-league matchup. Again, it's non-league, so it does not count into the WCL standings. But you still would like to get a win and get some confidence momentum heading into the final few weeks of the season. It's on the ground over towards the shortstop Gonzaga. A short throw into the dirt. It took 2 hops before it went to the first baseman's glove, and it's still in time to beat out Starr. So Hampton able to retire the first batter out of the bullpen.
28, DJ Lewis.
Zach Hampton gets set to face off against the righty DJ Lewis. Pumps in a 73 miles an hour pitch right down Broadway. And it's actually Hampson, not Hampton. Had an S instead of a T. 0-1 is, again, taken for a strike. Sophomore from Seattle, Washington. 2.70 ERA. Playing at Linfield. It's actually 1-1. Previous pitch was a ball. That went in the dirt. It's now 2-1. So Zachary Hampson, pitcher for Linfield. Shout out one of our other interns, Ethan Klein, as it will be another ground ball towards the shortstop Gonzaga. Throwing over to first, this time a little stronger. Able to get it to the glove of the first baseman. Back-to-back 6-3 putouts for Hampson. But we're looking at his headshot right now. He has no beard, so this might have been when he was a freshman. But in the picture that's right behind his headshot has somewhat of a beard. And now what we're seeing right now, like we're seeing the timeline of the progression of the beard. This is great, really. I would highly advise you guys to go look up his picture right now. Nick Jamino up for his third at-bat. We'll take strike 1. Jamino started the ball game at third base and then moved over to second when Cooper Mullins came out in the middle innings. Another utility guy for this Drifter squad that can play a lot of different positions. Over towards the shortstop, Gonzaga goes 3 for 3 over to first base. It was the shortstop Gonzaga's inning as Hampson gets all 3 guys to ground out to him at short. It's the Hampson and Gonzaga show here in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Drifters. We get to the back third of the game. Drifters still down by 4. Fish Sticks on offense when we come back.
For the Drifters, number 24, Blake Stavros.
Top of the 7th inning here at the Hamlin Sports Complex. Saul Galvan still with you. Now Jarecki, me and him were talking. I'm having so much fun on the mic right now, and he's having so much fun doing graphics. So we're going to keep like this for the rest of the ball game. Ethan Klein's going to have the call tomorrow for the first game against the CCL All-Star team, and then I'll have Thursday's game as well. Big thanks tonight for giving us those games. But finish this one out as Blake Stavros, right-handed pitcher from Bushnell University, he'll come out to work the 7th inning. And he will pitch it to Emmett Weichbrook. Weichbrook back up at the plate after he was actually up to bat in the 6th inning before Matt Churchill, who was at first base, got picked off. And that ended the 6th, so Weichbrook back at the dish. Watches the pitch outside, 2-0. Drifters still down by 4 runs. It's 8-4, DubSea leading. 2-0 on the way. Swing and a miss. Big hack from Weichbrook. Mentioned in the previous inning, hit a solo home run in the 4th. A leadoff home run that went way out to left field. Wynn did not need help at all. Now the 2-1. Hard hit on the left side. Going over is Fallin. Has to go on his backhand. Over to first base. It can't be picked up by Wynn. It will roll past the Drifters dugout. But Weichbrook is going to stay at first base. And it is going to be an error, or rather a hit, actually. We're on agreement here up in the press box. It should be a hit. And we'll also get a pinch runner over at first base. It'll be 44, Garrett Schmokel. He will come on and pinch run for Weichbart. And now Isaiah Nolan back into the box. New at bat. Stavros still looking to retire. We'll throw over to first base. Keep an eye on the pinch runner in Schmokel. Going to be a freshman just graduated from Lincoln High School in Portland, Oregon. Right-handed pitcher. Plays in the outfield. First pitch is taken for a strike by Nolan. A 1-for-2 day. Walked in his last at-bat in the 5th inning. And now the pitch is a pitch out from Stavros, trying to keep an eye on him. It's now 1-1. Now on the way upstairs, runner going on to second, throw into second, it's in time! Oh, Preston Armstrong with a great throw. His 2nd inning behind the plate. And he throws out possibly another run for the Fish Sticks. No doubt about it. Schmokel was brought in as a pinch runner. A lot of speed, got a good jump at second, but Armstrong was ready on the pitch out. That one is in the dirt. It's now 2-1. Rather 3-1. Stavros comes home with it. Low and outside, it's ball 4. After Armstrong throws out the only base runner the Fish Sticks had, Nolan will go over to first base with 1 out. And it's going to be a new batter here, Bo Polar, instead of Ryan Gullard. So Polar will come up for an AB. Swings at the first pitch, lines it over the head of Jackson Wynn, and that's down the first base line. DJ Lewis, a long run. Nolan flying around the bases, and he's going to get the wave in. On his way to third is Polar, and he slides in safely. Polar on the first pitch he sees in his first AB rips it over Wynn's head. And that was without a doubt going to be a double. Polar extends it into a triple. And it drives in a run. Now 9-4 DubSea, up by 5 runs in the 7th. And And Armstrong is going to go out and talk with Stavros, as well as Dean Stiles. Looked like it was going to be an all-infield meeting, instead it's just going to be the pitching coach and Armstrong. So we'll get a brief pause here in action. So again, tomorrow, as we keep saying, Springfield will take on the CCL All-Star team, showcase team. Still have a 6:35 first pitch. And then we'll have Wednesday off for the WCL All-Star game. Return on Thursday before a 3-game series with the Corvallis Knights, and have next Monday off and a 3-game series against the Portland Pickles up in Portland. And then the Drifters will return home for a 3-game series against the Port Angeles Lefties. Only 2 more home series left in the regular season. One against Corvallis and, like we just mentioned, the Port Angeles Angels. First pitch is popped up from Brandon Gonzaga. That is a blooper sing-off to left field. Andrew Garner loses his hat. A perfect spot that Gonzaga puts that one in. And it's now 10-4. Fish Sticks up to double digits in runs. Fish Sticks have come to play tonight. They are taking care of business here in Springfield. And Kai Gonzaga, left fielder, after Brandon Gonzaga at shortstop, real busy in the last inning, was responsible for all 3 putouts. Gonzaga at the plate. Kai will follow up the first pitch. So after he does it with the glove, does it with the bat here in the 7th. Fish Sticks have not scored more than 3 runs in an inning. That came in the 5th. This one hit up the middle. Another single that gets down in front of Cesar Chavez. Back-to-back Bates knots. It's actually the 3rd hit in a row for the Fish Sticks. And they just continue to pile on the hits against Stavros. Top of the order, and Nate Woodside has been busy behind the plate and also busy with the bat. Struggled a bit to start the game. Last 2 ABs, a double and a single. Swings the first pitch, pop up over towards Logan Homa, throws to second base, not in time to double up. But Homa in a good position, able to back up and catch it for the second out.
Now batting number 7, Michael Aikawa.
And Michael Aikawa into the box with 2 outs. First pitch is an off-speed, 70 miles an hour. The Drifters currently 4-5 in the WCL second half standings. They are 4 games back of first place. The Corvallis Knights, who are 8-1. 1-0 is fouled away. Ball and a strike. It seems like a lot of distance, but the Marion Berries and the Ben Elks are currently 7-5, and they're just 2.5 games back. So really, if the Drifters can get a series win against Corvallis or Portland, 1-1 is in the dirt. Armstrong able to block it, keep in front of him. 2 balls and a strike. Maybe have a sweep against Port Angeles or Yakima, and then get the series win against Corvallis on the homestand coming up. There's a real possibility that the Drifters could be in the playoffs. Yeah, I don't want to speculate. There's a lot of baseball left to be played. But the path is not as difficult as it seems it would be. Pitch again is outside, 3-1. And again, once everybody's back, when Ibata and Mullins in the lineup, pitching maybe gets a little bit of a rest, things could start to turn around. 3-1 is in the dirt. It's a 2-out walk for Michael Aikawa.
Now batting number 20.
Moves Gonzaga over to second base. This being the 4th season for the Drifters as an organization, have not made the playoffs once. But this does feel like a team that has come together and has really embraced that culture here in Springfield. Slow grounder over towards the shortstop. Fallen, it's under his glove into shallow center field. One run is in. Here comes the second run as Akawa crosses home plate. Rainey, or rather that was Gonzaga. So both Gonzagas actually come in. Brandon was the lead runner. Kai was right behind him. Akawa moves up to second base. Fallen, it looked like he was going to flip it to Jamino at second and cannot make the play. Rainey over at first base. And that is going to go down as a hit in the book. Stavros struggling for that final out. This being the most runs the Fish Sticks have scored in an inning. And Matt Churchill up to the plate. Deliver an RBI single in the sixth. This is a fly ball on the first pitch out towards DJ Lewis and right. Will camp under to make the catch, and that ends the top of the seventh inning. Fish Sticks with 4 runs in the inning, and they're up to a 8-run lead. We are heading to the last couple innings here in Springfield. And it's time to stretch here at the Hamlin Sports Complex. Back after this, Drifters on offense when we return.
4 runs on 5 hits and 2 runners left on base. Fans, get on your feet. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Leading off the inning for the Drifters, number 5, Nigel Fallen.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Nigel Fallen leading things off. The shortstop will bunt on the first pitch down the third base line, but it just sneaks over the line. And for a foul ball, Fallen will have to come back. Already down at first base. It's a 12-4 ball game. Drifters down significantly. But still some time and some outs to work with. We're in the 7th inning. It's been a couple times that the Drifters have come back from being down by a few runs. They've been some battles this season, most notably, well, recently actually, against the Marion Berries. They had a walk-off win on Friday's game. 0-1 is in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Zach Hampson still on the bump. The second pitcher DubSea has used, but only his second inning of work. 1-1 is right down the middle, 83 at the knees for a strike. Fallen awaits the pitch. That one way outside. Looked like it slipped out of the hand of Hampson. Now a 2-2 count. And the sun pretty much completely set here at the Hammond Sports Complex. Still in distance, but no rays of sunshine down in the field. 2-2 is in the dirt. Count goes full to the shortstop, Fallen. Andrew Ghana in the on-deck spot. Logan Holm will also do up in the inning. Hampson with a 3-2 pitch. Fallen up the middle into center field for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there from Nigel Fallen, even on the payoff pitch. the Drifters' 9th hit of the ball game, and a leadoff base runner.
Now batting number 23, Andrew Ghana.
And Andrew Ghana will come up. We were talking with Ghana pregame, and he was on the pitcher's list. He's into the game now at left field. There's a chance that he still could come in the last couple innings. I've been really excited to see Ghana pitch. I really want to see him get out there, even if it's just for an AB. We saw Uribe start the game, and then 3 everyday pitchers that we've seen in Maloney, Klee, and Stavros. I think give Ghana a chance. Why not? Maybe we'll see Lyle make the move. One on the way home, foul out of play. Ghana, one of the taller players on this Springfield Drifters roster. You stand next to him, you can see why. Tall guy getting ready to play his ball over at San Diego. Transferred from CSUN. 0-2 is up high, and the throw down to second base is not in time. Fallen swipes second base. Thinking about 3, but they get it back in quickly. It's a stolen base. Looked like an errant throw, but Fallen would have been well in ahead of the tag. Ghana standing in at 6'4". He feels a lot taller than that. I feel like he's at least 6'8", if anything. Ball and 2 strike to the future Torero. Will take it upstairs. Almost hit him on the elbow. Even count, 2-2. Honma on deck. Ibata in the hole. Rather, should be Armstrong. Now with Armstrong taking his position behind the plate. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ghana chases upstairs on the 81 pitch. Cannot make contact, and that's the first out here in the 7th inning.
Now batting number 21, Logan Honma.
It's the first strikeout for Zach Hampson of the game. And Logan Holma back up for another AB. Fallen at second. Pitch on the way to Honma is a strike. A little bit looked like outside of the zone, but it is called a strike by Kevin Rice. Honma, a native of Hawaii. Again, playing at USC, not too far from home. 0-1 is way outside. Not very far in terms of distance. Could be a lot longer, but the flight, yes, it is long. Now, I'm from Chicago. You know how far I have to travel? That's not far. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Honma aggressive on that third pitch he saw from Hampson. How far is the flight?
Hawaii is 2,500 miles away from California.
That's not bad. How far is the flight? Or how long is it? Sampson into the motion, the 1-2. Out towards the right center gap, and it will fall down for a base hit. Ryan Guller, the right fielder, thought he was coming in, going to make the catch. Instead, he lets it fall in front of him. Fallen goes over to third base. Honma stays at first with a 1-out single.
Number 35,
So it's 5,000 miles closer to Chicago than it is to Hawaii.
I can't win with you. Preston Armstrong up for his first at-bat of the ball game after coming in for Isaiah Ibata.
It's a 5-hour, 30-minute flight from Honolulu to Los Angeles.
I really need to do my research before I start talking. If you can hear a night as Armstrong belts this one out towards left field, going back, and it's caught. Tagging up from Fallen. Tagging up from third base is Fallen. He will come in to score easily. But Kai Gonzaga had to go a long way for it. I don't know how he made that catch. Speed out there in left field, able to track it down for the second out. It is an RBI sac fly from Preston Armstrong. But Knight just said the flight from LA to Hawaii is 5 hours.
5 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay, enough from you. Cesar Chavez up to the box. Holma over at first base after the sac fly from Armstrong. Chavez will watch it outside. Ball and no strikes. Now 12-5. Drifters down by 7. Trying to chip away at the deficit. Pitch is outside. Holma going down to second base. The throw in there is in time. Throw was a little bit in front of the second base bag, but the second baseman, Makawa, able to reach in front of him and apply the tag, and Honma hosed down to end the bottom of the 7th. Drifters able to get a run back. It's 12-5. Fish Sticks still out in front. We head to the top of the 8th inning here inside of the Hammond Sports Complex.
For the Drifters, number 20, AJ Viktorovich. Correction, now on the mound for the Drifters, James Lawrence.
Top of the 8th inning inside of the Hammond Sports Complex. Fish Sticks leading 12-5, and another new arm to begin this 8th inning. It's James Lawrence, tall right-handed pitcher, out for the 8th inning. Stavros with just 1 inning of work for the Drifters, gives up 4 runs in the inning and also 4 hits. Some tough middle inning stretches for the Drifters pitching staff, and that's all just kind of added up as the innings have gone on. Here's the first pitch from James Lawrence of the inning. It is fouled away. A new batter up at the plate for the Fish Sticks. Number 32, Jacob Moyer. He is on the ball game. 6'3", 230 pounds from Bothell, Washington. Fly ball out to center field. Cesar Chavez to his right. We'll track it down for the first out. 2 pitches and 1 out for James Lawrence. Been an interesting game up to this point. Felt like the Drifters were in it, even though the runs just kept piling on for the Fish Sticks. But after that last inning, feels like the deficit's a little bit out of reach. You never know, though. Still 6 outs to work with. Lawrence needs to have a good inning here. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Liam Herrera. So a lot of new guys coming to the ball game now. Kind of a different lineup that we have right now on our card. 88 off the arm of Lawrence. Here's the pitch. Took a 1-hop in. Armstrong able to pick it out of the dirt. Here's the next pitch. Another hop this time to the backstop. Armstrong couldn't do anything about that. Wind is still howling out there in center field, despite it getting past really close to 9 o'clock. Usually the wind is dead around 8:30. 2-1 in the dirt. Now a 3-1 hitters count to Herrera. From San Marcos, California. (3-1). Scorched the opposite way. Out towards right field. DJ Lewis coming in. Calls off Nick Jamito at second base. Good play there from DJ Lewis. Mentioned earlier the drill he was doing with Matt Hubbs a couple days ago with Jack Brooks. I think it's paying off right now. He's had a lot of opportunities out there in right field with the fly balls, and he's had some good vision of it, able to track them down. 2 quick outs for James Lawrence. As now Bo Polar will step back in the box.
26, Bode Polar.
Polar finished up his freshman year at Gonzaga, did not appear in a game. Hits this one out towards left field. Andrew Ghana playing a few steps in, now backs up. And a quick inning for James Lawrence. Keeps the Fish Sticks off the board. No hits and no runners left on. That's what the Drifters needed. See if they could do it on offense. Down by 7. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up.
In the top of the 8th for the Fish Sticks. No runs on no hits and no runners left on base. Leading off the inning for the Drifters, number 27, Cesar Chavez.
Another new pitcher in the ballgame. It's Jacob Gabler. He will pitch a first pitch strike to Cesar Chavez. Gabler coming in, the third arm that the Fish Sticks have used in the game. A pitcher entering his junior year at Washington State. Chavez chops that one to the right side for a foul ball. Appeared in 3 games out of the bullpen for his sophomore year at Washington State. Recorded 1 save, had a 9 ERA and 2 strikeouts in 2.5 innings. And he appeared in just 2 games the year prior, his freshman year. Originally from Edmonds, Washington. Chavez quickly down 0-2. Gabler will step off. Got a fresh sign. 12-5 the score. Fish Sticks leading big as we enter the later innings. And it's a pitch clock violation, so now it's a 1-2 count. Seen a lot of those today. There's been some interesting ABs. 1-2 smoked off the bat of Chavez for a foul ball. 93, though, off the arm of Gabler. He's been getting up above 90 miles an hour first few pitches. One, two. Again, hit well off the bat, but just out of play. Chavez today, just one hit. Again, fouls this one off, make it 3 pitches in a row. Kevin Rice will ask for a new set of baseballs. A lot of substitutions in the game now for the Fish Sticks. Last inning, pinch hitter after pinch hitter. It's usually what we see in a lot of these non-league games. Get more guys reps, get some of them ABs, maybe the ones that we don't see too often. Drifters are certainly doing that. They've already made a bunch of substitutions, taking out Cooper Mullins, Isaiah Ibata. That one takes a hop in the dirt, scooped up by Woodside. Even count, 2-2 to Cesar Chavez. Jackson went on deck. Here it comes. This one stays in play. Down the right field line. Going over is the right fielder, Gonzaga, and he slides and makes the catch. Good play out there in right field. Tip of the cap. Even if you're a Drifter fan. One gone in the 8th. And Jackson went. Comes up to bat. Before that, Woodside heads out to the mound. So again, the CCL Showcase team coming to town for 2 games. First game tomorrow at 6:35, and then on Thursday after the Wednesday All-Star game break. Also at 6:35. We'll have both broadcasts right here on the Drifters YouTube channel. And also follow along on Twitter for live updates. First pitch to Jackson went. Low and outside. 92, though. Gabler, definitely the hardest pitcher that Fish Sticks have thrown out. "1-0 on the ground towards the left side. Third baseman has it, picks it up, throws it over to first base, and it's in time. Two gone here in the bottom of the 8th, and Brian Starr into the box. Starr's had a nice showing in his first game back after being out for injury, with an injury for a while, as he cuts and misses at the first pitch he sees. Just a 1-for-3 day with an RBI. He's had some good hacks. Drifters have some nice appearances since coming back from injury for a lot of guys, or at least some of the guys that haven't seen action in a while, as Starr watches it for strike 2. Chavez had a nice couple of games after coming back from an injury. E.J. Lewis, not injured, but after not seeing the field for a while, has also had a productive game thus far. And Starr, the same case, 0-2 outside of the zone, 1-2. Andrew Ghana, even though he wasn't injured, hadn't seen some action in a while. He came down, had a couple of hits in his first game. One-two from Gabler. Fouled back. Starr able to stay alive. Drifters trailing by 7 in the 8th inning. They'll need a big-time rally. They want to make this game competitive, possibly get back in it. Hit the opposite way towards the first baseman, and he catches it for the first out. That's Wainbrodt over at first base. No need to move any much more than a few steps in. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Drifters, again, not able to get anything going on offense. We hit to the 9th inning. Springfield trying to keep the Fish Sticks from scoring anymore and keep themselves in this game. They're down by 7. We hit to the 9th when we come back.
Now on the mound for the Drifters, number 33, Diego Carrillo.
Diego Carrillo is into the ball game for the Springfield Drifters. It's a first pitch ball up and inside to Brandon Gonzaga, the shortstop who has had a pretty busy day defensively. A lot of balls hit his way. And now he hits one towards the shortstop. This time it's Nigel Fallon. His counterpart throws it over to first base, and it's in time. Good throw from Nigel to get the first out. Shortstop to shortstop, and it will bring up the other Gonzaga, Kai Gonzaga. He's also been pretty busy out in left field.
Now batting number 10, Kai Gonzaga.
7-run ball game. Fish Sticks leading big here in the 9th inning. The Drifters will need a big-time rally. They want to come back in this one. Gonzaga swings and misses at the first pitch he sees from Carrillo. A lot of pitchers being used in the game. Carrillo, the 6th pitcher that Springfield has used in this game. Most of them have only pitched 1 inning outside of Uribe, who started the game, and he ate up 4 innings. But Carrillo trying to have a quick 1-2-3, get his team back on offense. 1-1 is hit towards Jackson Wynn over at first. He will pick it up, and will flip it to the pitcher in Carrillo, and he steps on first for the second out. A little PFP action over there at first base.
Now batting number 34, Logan Pierce.
And Logan Pierce will come up instead of Nate Woodside. That's the top of the order. Carrillo and WCL play, 6.35 ERA. This is the zone outside, ball and no strikes. Also a guy, too, that I really feel like he's improved a lot since his first couple appearances at the start of the season. 1-0. Flied out towards right field. DJ Lewis, a long run for him. Chavez right behind him, able to back him up, but instead it's Lewis who grabs it for the 3rd and final out. Carrillo does his job, sets down the Fish Sticks 1-2-3, and waits to the bottom of the 9th. Drifters down to their final 3 outs. Need a rally. See if they could do it. Get your rally caps on, folks. Down by 7. We get to the 9th.
The top of the 9th for the Fish Sticks. No runs on no hits and no runners left on base. Now batting number 28, DJ Lewis.
It's the man with the purpose, DJ Lewis. Comes up to bat, trying to get on and extend this ball game. Drifters down by 7 runs. They're 3 outs away from dropping their first non-league game of the season. DJ Lewis takes strike 1 from the right-handed pitcher in Gabler, who's still out there looking to finish off this ball game. 0-1 is below the zone for a ball. Evens up the count 1-1. Lewis, bottom of the order. Jamino and then Fallon. 8-9-1 due up in the inning for the Drifters. 1-1, smoked the opposite way for a foul ball. Crazier things have happened, though. 7 runs, it seems like a lot, but you never know with Springfield. They could get a rally going, get some energy, and make this competitive. 1-2. Outside. Ooh, just outside. They thought it was strike 3. Gabler was ready to pump the fist. Instead, count back to even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Lewis, ground ball towards the second baseman. He will go over. Long run. Throws off his back foot in time to first base for the first out.
Now batting number 13, Nick Jamino.
That was a cow over at second base to make the play, and Nick Jamino will come in, rather come up. Hampson set to deal. Here it is. First pitch below the knees of Jamino. Now the 1-0. Popped up on the infield. Now the shallow outfield. Now actually on the infield, it's the shortstop in Gonzaga. He will make the catch for the second out. The Drifters down to their final out. It's up to Nigel Fallon to keep this game going. Fallon's had a great day, though. Definitely the best day of any Drifter. 3 of 4. Has scored twice. It's had the most hits thus far for Springfield. Logan Holman right behind him with 2. Watches ball 1 in the first pitch. Hampson gets the signal. Kicks and deals. Fouled away. Ball on a strike. Drifters able to reach double digits in hits. Runs not able to do the same. Fish Sticks actually with 12 runs on 11 hits. It looks like that's the way that it's going to end. A couple errors on Springfield in this game that resulted in that having more runs than hits. There were also some free passes, though, the walks, and then just some opportunities the Fish Sticks were able to create. 2-1 is in there for a strike. 91 miles an hour on the fastball. And Springfield down to their final strike. Hampson looking to shut the door. Their matchup against the Drifters. 2-2. This is inside. The count will go full. Ghana standing on deck if Falling can reach. Infield playing way back. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. This game will continue. Fallon reaches first base. And Andrew Ghana comes up. It is not over yet, folks.
Now batting number 23, Andrew Ghana.
Ghana steps in with 2 outs and following over at first base. A lot of speed at first. And the center fielder, Rainey, is going to move way over to his left. Not sure if you can see on the screen. There's a ton of room out in right center field, rather left center. Ghana watches ball 1. It looks like they're playing if Ghana goes opposite field. One over from Hampson. Off speed. Called a strike. Now the 1-1. Ground ball, left side, over the third baseman. Long throw to make across the diamond. Jumps up. Is it in time? It is. The DubSea Fish Sticks come into Springfield and take care of business against the Drifters. They score 12 runs and dominate in their only game here in the Hamlin Sports Complex. 12-5, the final score. Drifters not able to get much going tonight in their only non-league matchup against the Fish Sticks. Just an off night overall for Springfield. But still some more work to be done. 2 more non-league games against the CCL Showcase team over the next few days. And it'll be interesting to see how Springfield bounces back. Again, 12-5 the final score. Step aside for a quick break, tally everything up, and then when we come back, finish things off and get you ready for tomorrow's game against the CCL Showcase. Drifters dropped this first game of the non-league homestand, 12-5 the final score. Back inside Hamlin Sports Complex, wrapping things up. The Fish Sticks win this one 12-5 against the Drifters. And it was really all the Fish Sticks from the very beginning. They scored 2 runs in the second inning, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and then 4 runs, which felt like the nail in the coffin for the Drifters. Just felt like they couldn't get much going tonight against the Fish Sticks. They only needed 3 pitchers on the bump. Just a tough game overall for Springfield, but that's going to happen. It's baseball, and in a non-league game like that, you'd rather lose when it doesn't count against the WCL standings, and there's still a few more games to try to improve things and get ready for that back half stretch to end off the season coming up here in the WCL. Take you through a couple of the stat lines for the Drifters. Nigel Fallon, who ended up being, what should be our player of the game on offense. He went 3 for 4 with 3 hits, and he scored twice. Also worked a walk. Andrew Ghana Also added on a hit with 1 for 3. Logan Homa coming off the bench, 2 for 3 performance. Cesar Chavez, a 1 for 4 day. Brian Starr, DJ Lewis also with a hit and an RBI. A lot of different guys kind of sprinkled in some hits here and there, which added up over time. But for the Drifters, just 10 hits, and only 5 runs were able to come home and score. Pitching, Diego Uribe got the start. He went 4 innings, allowing 2 hits, 4 runs, only 1 of them earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Impressive performance from one of our interns who has been up here, got a great spirit all the time, and got to showcase his stuff out there on the mound. He might be his last performance of the season. Not sure. He could go a few more innings. Excited to see what he can do next time he's out there on the bump. Connor Maloney also came in for an inning. Same Jack Lee and Blake Stavros. The 3 of those also with an inning. Maloney gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Clee with 2 hits and 1 run allowed. Blake Stavros, though, who was in for that 7th inning where things got out of hand for Springfield, he gave up 4 runs, 2 walks, and 5 total hits. James Lawrence came in for the 8th inning, 1-2-3 frame, and Diego Carrillo also came in for the 9th inning. Those 2 combined 2 innings, no hits, no runs allowed. Solid couple innings on the mound for the last 2 innings, but it just wasn't enough to get the job done. Again, final score, DubSea Fish Sticks get the win here in Springfield, 12-5 the final, and that will end the one and only non-league matchup with the Fish Sticks for the Drifters. Join us tomorrow for the CCL Showcase team comes into town for 2 games. It'll be a 6:35 first pitch. Ethan Klein will have the call for that one. I'm super excited about that. And then a day off on Wednesday before they return Thursday for another game with the Drifters, also a 6:35 first pitch. Been a pleasure being with all of you guys. I'm Saul Galvan. Appreciate Now Jarecki for letting me hop on the call. Fish Sticks get the win, 12-5, and we will see you tomorrow at 6:35.